Good afternoon, anybody that's here. Double check. No one's here yet, at least in chat. Just a couple things for you guys here, 8th grade. First, next week, our schedule is being officialized and changing a little bit. Instead of in the afternoons like I have been doing, I'm going to be doing, you're going to be having your live session at 11:30 to 12:15 in the mornings on Fridays. And it'll be the same as we've been doing, a YouTube live stream where I'll go over your new assignment for the week and whatever homework you have going on. Everything else is kind of the same. Monday you'll receive a new technique assignment. It's due by Friday. The expectation is that you're working on that a little bit every day and recording by Friday, not, okay, I've got it on Monday, I'm going to wait until Friday and try to record it then. It won't work. These things are going to be more difficult than that. It's going to require some time and practice to learn how to play these assignments. So please, 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 for your own benefit, don't wait until Friday to look at your assignment for the first time. I've been doing a few Google Hangout calls for some extra help. So if you're running into that problem, please send me an email if you're having a problem with something you can't play or you don't understand. Please do a live call, set up a live extra help session with me so we can work on that. Now, a couple of questions that came up this week from people for this first assignment that's due tonight. I should have changed it. Let me double check. I'm going to adjust that right now while I'm thinking about it, and we're going to make sure it is officially due. We're going to change that to 11:59. Give you guys a couple extra hours to get that done, since there's some confusion on how to do some of this. Now, one of the questions that came up is, how do I export as a PDF? I put this in the video that we did 2 weeks or a week and a half ago now, but I'll show you again. From your main page, you go over to your 3 menu bar, go to Score, and go to the button that says Export. This will open up a little dialog box asking you how you want to export it. You're going to want to choose Full Score PDF and then Continue. And that will process it and let you save it as a PDF. And then this is the file that you upload to Schoology for these written assignments. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, I want to go over just a couple things from my stream on Wednesday to make sure you guys understand the process. Now that you have copied, you've transcribed this piece of music that you have chosen for your project, the next step is to change the voicing for instruments that we have in band. So the first thing you do is go up here to the button that says Parts, open that up. You're going to go to Add Part, and you're going to choose all the instruments that we use, all the wind instruments that we use in class. You're going to add a flute line. You're going to add an alto sax line. You're going to add a tenor line. You're not going to add baritone saxophone because Florencia doesn't have a bari sax at home to play. You're going to add trumpet, and you're going to add trombone. Not that difficult. Then the next step is to start copying your lines over to these other instruments. My recommendation is that you choose flute and one other instrument to be your melody. So first thing I will do is select everything in the melody, use Control C just like you would if it was a document that you needed to copy and paste something, then open up the flute line and paste the flute line down, and then I'm going to go back to the main melody. Even though it should already still be on my clipboard, I'm going to copy it again just to be safe, and because I feel like writing it for trumpet, I'm going to put it in trumpet, but you could put it on any instrument you want and fill that in. Now, if your assignment, or if the score you chose to use is like this, like Antonella's choice, once I open up her page, this step is going to be a little bit easier for you, because all you have to do If yours looks like Antonella's, where you have different instruments and different parts, this one's a little bit easier for you because you just have to copy and paste the parts onto the new instruments. But if yours is different, whose others did I use? Alejandra's, I think? No, I used Danny's. If yours looks like Danny's, your task is going to be a little bit more difficult because you only have one melody line. You can't copy that to every instrument. You have to have some harmony. And if yours original looks like this, you have to build the harmony using these chord symbols. In your folder, there's a video where I go over how to read chord symbols and what they mean and what to do with them. But the short version is, let me just do this. Yeah. The short version is, you're going to have to figure out what this chord symbol means, and you're going to have to copy out each of those notes in the chord into your other voices. For example, here at measure 9 in my piece, it's calling for a B flat major chord. So I have to add a B flat major triad in these missing voices. For right now, you don't have to worry about the rhythm, you just have to put in the notes. So in a B flat major triad, that's the 1, the 3, and the 5 of the B flat scale, I had a B flat in the bottom, the D is the 3rd, and we're going to drop that an octave because that sounds weird, and we have an F. In the beginning of my other video, the one from Wednesday, I explained how concert pitch works here. There's this button in the corner that says show in concert pitch. To make it easier on yourself, for right now, turn that on. But when you would start to read this with musicians, you would want to turn that off so it transposes to the key you want to actually be playing in. And you can see, man, that note was too high, that note was too low. So, well, that's going to be a little annoying. We're going to move that up an octave for now. I'm going to copy those instruments, those chords. If there is no chord symbol, no new chord symbol, you assume that this one is continuing. Next one, E flat major. I think about my E flat scale and do E flat, G, and we'll do B flat. That's a whole note. And then we're back to B flat. And then this one calls for an F major chord. So I'll do F, A, and C, the 1, the 3, and the 5 of an F major scale. And I'm going to put the C in here. Now, as far as like which instrument, which note goes in which instrument, for right now, it's not super important, other than to make sure the 1 is in your lowest instrument. So if it's trombone that doesn't have anything, you put it in trombone. There's a reason for that we'll get into in our next step of the assignment. So here's what this would sound like with just some background harmony. And then we paste that there. And we've got some background harmony going. Still don't see any questions in chat. But all of the more detailed information on how to do all of this is in the live stream video from Wednesday. And there's another video in your folder called Coronavirus Supplemental, how to understand chord symbols. So let's take a look at that just to make sure you know where those are. Understanding chord symbols, there's a video there. And remember, you are responsible for watching all of these videos, whether you watched it live or not, because when I go to this folder, I'm going to do this and check. And the people that have watched everything, they get, this is how I'm going to keep track of our participation grades, even though we don't have life skills, this partial, it's still going to be fitting that niche of you staying on top of your work, participating in what's going on with our music class. Yeah? So, there you go. If you have any specific questions about this assignment, you can email me, but the short version is you now have to take the original and rewrite it for our band instruments. Hope you guys are having a good week and have a good weekend, and we will be in touch next week. Bye-bye.